this is your September 2016 reading. The first card that comes up is Loki. This speaks about playing. Play is not a luxury, it's a necessity, is the message for you. Play also brings balance into your life. When one spends too much time working, being serious, considering responsibilities, it brings an imbalance in your life, and then you find yourself coming up against too many challenges. So consider playing equally as much as you work for the month of September. That's never a bad recipe, is it? Right, now the next card is that of the dream catcher, and I think for September pay attention to your dreams, because your subconscious will be putting in a particular effort to clarify things for you, to bring clarity to you. So things coming through in your dreams that it's trying to draw your attention to. Could be a behavioral pattern that you keep repeating, and in September you actually finally have a chance to deal with it. So pay attention. Other signs as well. If something comes up in your dreams, a symbol or an omen, pay attention during the day to see if that comes up again, because it is something that is trying to get through to you. Not about something that's going to happen so much as something that you keep doing, a pattern you keep repeating that you can maybe finally put to rest, that you maybe even don't know about. Now we look at your challenges, okay? Now your challenges for September is 6 of winter and 6 of spring, so you've got 2 6s there. So there's forward movement now, but you're coming just out of that stage of challenges, and that means that there will still be challenges, but now know that they are almost over and you're about to enter into a period of not only success, but having more positive outcomes to challenges. Sometimes with challenges we can just keep beating our heads against the same thing over and over again without making forward movement. But now you're going to find the challenges are going to start giving way to forward movement, to success, perhaps even a windfall of some sort in September. Now in the first week, there's something on your heart, Cancerians, something you're needing to tell someone and you haven't got round to doing it, or you haven't felt the time is right. In the first week of September, this is the time to have that heart-to-heart discussion with a partner, be it a romantic partner or a business partner, but now is the time to have that discussion. It's something that's been weighing on your heart for a while, and now you need to tell them. You need to speak to them about whatever it is. In the general forecast for your first week, this is those obstacles that I was speaking about that you're moving through. Know that you don't need to actually tackle them head on, that there is a way around the obstacles. So that moon shining down is quite indicative of what's happening in September, because there are 2 eclipses in September. I think the first one is on the 1st, and that's a solar eclipse. And this always lights up one aspect of your life while putting something else in the dark, because it wants you to pay attention. And it's going to light up a way around an obstacle for you. So even though the obstacle comes up, know that there will be a way around it. Just look for that way around it. In the second week, you've been given the opportunity to forgive and let go of old wounds to do with family and loving your partners now. They're related. There's a pattern you're playing out. There's possibly where your dreams will come into play as well. There's a pattern you keep playing out in your partnerships and your relationships, and it is tied to your past, probably as far back as a child, perhaps even another lifetime as a child. You need to let go of that. You need to forgive to let go, and then you will find your present day relationship patterns will not keep repeating. You won't keep trying to play out that story again to find resolution. There's simple methods to do this. Just Google them, look on the internet. They're very simple ways to release old wounds. It doesn't need to be complicated. The second card that comes up is that of your general forecast for week 2, and this is Stone People or Vigilance. I think this is pay attention to those patterns that you have, to those behavioral patterns, even knee-jerk patterns that you have in your general life as well. It's telling you, just watch, observe how you respond and react to certain situations, because there's a pattern in there that can now finally be put to rest, okay? In week 3, this Love Yourself card is about self-respect, and this is about maintaining your self-respect. Self-respect is often about good boundaries, putting good boundaries in place and maintaining good boundaries. Also about looking after yourself, taking care of your needs as much as you do of others. And this is going to play an important part in attracting in the type of partner you want. If you're looking for someone, if you're already in a partnership or relationship, this is very important to maintaining a healthy partnership or relationship. Then the card that comes up for the general part of your reading in week 3 speaks about you may have reached the end of your tether about something. It may have reached ground zero, basically, where it's just gone on too long, it's gone too far, it's broken down completely. Understand that this is coming to play because when a situation gets to that level or that extent is when you can finally make a breakthrough and you can move on through it and past it. When you actually get to see clearly, you see the light, you get to see, oh, this is what I need to do to resolve this. Now, there's the 2 eclipses in September. The first one is the solar eclipse. The second one is the lunar eclipse. These eclipses always will remove something from your life which is redundant and then highlight something or bring something into your life which is new and is a light to look forward to. It will shed a light on where you should be focusing and paying your attention. So understand if something breaks down to that point, or you get to that point where you cannot stand it anymore, you're about to have a breakthrough where that is concerned. The final week of September says keep an open mind. Now this is about if you're in a partnership or relationship, keep an open mind about your partner. Perhaps take a bit of an observer's perch for a while because they're probably going through some pretty serious stuff themselves between those 2 eclipses. It might not be serious as in huge, but they're working through things at the moment. So if they're behaving a little bit erratically, just keep an open mind about it. See where this is going. They could be over it after the eclipses and you're worried about nothing. And if you're looking for somebody new, this card says specifically keep an open mind to the people you now meet because there's someone coming into your sphere whom you would ordinarily overlook, look past, not be interested in because they don't fit into your general mold. But they could in fact be a brilliant partner. So in week 4 of September, keep that in mind about everybody that you meet if you're looking for a partner. Even if you're looking for a business partner, there may be someone you haven't thought of before that is now comes to the fore, or you'd meet them for the first time and they're going to be a good partner. In the general part of your reading, this is about standing your ground. This is those boundaries I was speaking to you about. When you know that you should stand your ground on something or be assertive about something. That's a bit of a tongue twister. Or when you need to have courage to do what you need to do. In week 4, you're going to need it. But stand your ground about something you believe in. Okay? Be assertive. Do not let people just mash up those boundaries and leave you feeling without self-respect afterwards. Your guidance. The first card says adapt and survive by accepting the inevitable and seizing potential. Now this card is actually that serenity prayer, isn't it? This is recognizing what you can't change and gracefully accepting it. And realizing what you can change and then changing that. Okay? So I think what it is saying is, because the next card is the card of opportunity, and that is saying that if you keep your eyes open, there's actually an endless avenue of possibilities open to you. Sometimes when we get caught up in trying to change something which cannot be changed, then in our hearts we know it can't be changed, but we bang away at it. It's like banging away at a door that's shut. In the meantime, there's a door open across the passage, but we're so involved and obsessed with the door that's shut that we don't realize the open door will lead us to the same place, or possibly, most likely, to an even better place. Right, Cancer, so that's your September 2016 reading. If you would like a private or personal reading, you'll see I've given a new option. It comes up just after the owl picture, so it's still coming up. If you have your own tarot deck, you can draw your own cards, and I will read them for you at a very cheap price, really, so that you can do it often, and it's fun. We'll actually work your spreads out together. Or you can get a reading via subscriptions or just a once-off reading, so we can see this month what it is, what door you're banging on that you should leave alone and look somewhere else for your opportunities, where your boundaries should be set, and what it is that maybe you need to discuss with your partner and how best to do it. Then you can contact me at theoracletimes@gmail.com or via the website. You can book a reading through there too. Both web addresses or URLs are showing up on the owl picture now. Right. I thank you for watching and listening. I do hope that you enjoyed it.
Into the black, far right are you run. The country glass gives back all you see in the brightness of the day. What can be wrong with the crazy old life? Who has the right to say? Tell the story.